Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd's NEET PG Information Series. Congratulations to all the candidates who have been allotted in All India Round 2 and would be joining over the next week or so. Wishing you all the best in the next step of your career and wishing you all the success in the future. In this video, I'll share with you a few pointers that you need to keep in mind before joining the All India Round 2 Institute or before commencing duties. If you're holding an All India Round 1 seat or a state Round 1 seat, just keep in mind of these things before you join your All India Round 2 Institute. If you hold an All India Round 1 seat, you have to get a relieving letter from the All India Round 1 Institute and submit it while joining the All India Round 2 Institute. This relieving letter can be got through email in case you have not submitted your originals to the All India Round 1 Institute, and if the institute is okay with it. So if the institute is okay with sending you a relieving letter through email, please check with them so that you can avoid travel. But if you have got your originals in your All India Round 1 Institutes, anyways you have to travel, go collect your originals and get your relieving letter from your All India Round 1 Institute. If you have a state Round 1 seat in hand you have submitted your originals, collect your originals from the state Round 1 Institute. There is no relieving letter required. In this case, you can directly go join your All India Round 2 Institute. In your AAR1 or your state Round 1 Institute, check on the refund of fee. If there is any return requirement or any request that needs to be given, check on that and check on how much would be the refund and when the fee would be refunded. Before travel to your All India Round 2 Institute, check on the holidays and days taken for admission. It doesn't matter much now being anyways, because 24th is a final deadline. You might decide to travel even a day or two earlier. The fee payment and the amount or mode of payment, please check with them. It may be DD, RTGS or NEFT in most of the cases. In certain government institutes, it may be a cash payment through Challan in the home bank branch. So just check with them in case you need to carry cash. Check on the course commencement date. Now that it is All India Round 2 and once you join, it is going to be your final seat. The course would commence immediately in most cases. Whether they give you a gap of a few days before commencing course, you will have to check with the institute and plan for travel back. Otherwise, you plan for staying over, plan for continuing or starting your duties over there after you get admitted. In that case, you will have to make the plans accordingly as far as stay and taking all the documents and other requirements for stay. And before travel, payment of fee, just check with the Round 2 Institute on how much is the total amount that needs to be paid. In addition to the tuition fee that is mentioned, there'll be hostel and other charges. There is no adjustment of the security deposit already paid. That security deposit is between you and MCC, and the fee payment is between you and the institute. So check with the institute on the fee that is needs to be paid, the total amount that needs to be paid, including the hostel charges and the security deposits, etc. For the library and refundable other deposits which are to be paid to the institute. The official institute contact or website is in MCC. Connect with the nodal officer through the official institute contact. There have been scams earlier wherein where candidates have been mailed by certain people are requesting them to deposit in a particular bank account. Unless it is from an official email ID, do not respond. You can directly connect with the institute in the official contact that is given in MCC. AAR1 to AAR2 upgradation fee payment. There's a lot of confusion on this. Many candidates have requested on what if it is a DNB to MDMS or MDMS to DNB or DNB to DNB. What if you've already paid and not joined the DNB seat, etc. So basically, if you are moving from an AAR1 DNB seat to an AAR2 DNB seat, no fee payment is required. You would have already paid to NBE for AAR1. Even if you had paid to NBE already and did not join, or joined an AAR1 seat and then resigned, even in that case, no fee payment is required for All India R2. Your already paid fee will be accounted and sent to the AAR2 Institute. So don't need to worry. Once you pay once to NBE, that fee will be carried forward to any DNB institute that you join later. If it is an MDMS seat in All India Round 1 and you move to a DNB seat in All India Round 2, you will get a refund from All India Round 1 MDMS Institute to your bank account. You will have to make payment to NBE for Round 2. The link for this payment will be in your allotment letter or will be shared with you. If you have paid to NBE for a DNB seat in All India Round 1 and you move to an MDMS in All India Round 2, then you actually get a refund. You would get a refund from NBE on your DNB fee paid for Round 1. you have to pay to the All India R2 Institute, MDMS Institute in full. If for this refund, you may have to submit your joining details of the R2 Institute. This will all happen after all the counselings are over. MBE will ask for details for refund. At that point in time, you will get a refund of your original 1.475 lakhs paid during All India Round 1. If it is from an MDMS Institute to an MDMS Institute, then you get a refund from the R1 Institute to your bank account, and the payment to the R2 Institute has to be paid in full by you to the institute's bank account or as per the institute's process. So R1 Institute will not transfer to the R2 Institute. So ensure that you go to the R1 Institute and check with them when the fee would be refunded. If it is not refunded within the timeline of deadline of joining, then you will have to arrange for R2 payment to the MDMS Institute again in full. So just be aware of fee payment, how the fee payment process works before you go to the All India R2 Institute. The original documents required for physical reporting, the essential certificates have already been mentioned in the MCC portal. This is mentions for All India Round 1 joining, because beyond the essential documents, there may be other documents required, and the institute may insist those for All India Round 2 joining. For instance, if it is a migration certificate that is required, the institute may ask you to bring in a migration certificate. They may not insist, but still ask you to bring in a migration certificate. It is always better to get your migration certificate to now itself before joining the All India Round 2 Institute, because otherwise you will have to travel back to get your migration certificate or any attempt certificate from your institute or from your home location. So always carry all the documents that are required. Check with the institute once on any other additional documents required other than these, and get those documents. In case you can't find your admit card, the admit card that you took to the exam hall is not required, is not necessarily required. It can be any PDF copy of your admit card, which are with a photograph. So if you don't have your PDF copy of your admit card, then in that case you can write to the NB through the communications portal. The link is available in the description. Write to them and they will send you a link to download your admit card within a day. Joining will happen only with originals, so take all originals. And before travel, check for bond and additional certificates. Migration certificate we discussed. Similarly, if there is a bond that is required and in the bond there is a surety signature required, which is of a gazetted officer, then you can take time and take this surety signature now itself before going to the All India Round 2 joining. Maybe the person who is providing you surety, or maybe from your bank your base location. So or it may require a signature from your parent or guardian who is not traveling with you. So in that case, get these signatures done in the bond before traveling. Many institutes may be flexible about the bond. They may ask you to submit a bond. In that case, you need to check with the institute on whether you can submit the bond at a later point in time, and based on the deadline, decide on whether you have to take the bond or not. Additional certificates like migration certificate, attempt certificate may be requested by certain institutes. You can take those too while traveling. Domicile certificate is not required for All India quota. No institute can ask you for a domicile certificate. So even if they ask you, you can rightfully refuse providing a domicile certificate, because All India quota is not a domicile based allotment. You get your admission letter after joining. Ensure that before 24th you get your admission letter in your hand. If the institute says that I will give you an admission letter later, we have already done the admission, don't go by it. This is the last round of joining, and if you don't get your admission letter, it doesn't give you any confirmation on joining. If your institute, there are a lot of DNB institutes who did not do this in round 1 and forgot to do the confirmation of admission online, and candidates are suffered. So ensure that you stand rightfully there and get your admission letter on your hand at least before 23rd, and only then your admission is confirmed. Without that admission letter, even if the institute confirms that they have done something, do not accept it till you get your admission letter. You have all rights to get your admission letter from the institute, and that is yours. The institute has to provide the admission letter to you. And check for all details in the admission letter. It will have all your details that you have submitted, your allotment and the date of admission, etc. You can check that. That is confirmation. All the best again. Wishing you all the success and a very a wonderful career for all of you. Happy that I've been part of your journey and ZyNerd has been part of your journey. Wishing you all the best again. Thank you.